that, as I said earlier, I think you're going to find that I think the Liberal Party is probably going to agree with the budget. My sense is that the budget is going to have things in it that you're going to find very agreeable. But there's no, how long the government lasts is anybody's guess. I think we're in for a very, I'm clearly in that that longer period. And the world is we saw things in the past 12 months that many of us really haven't quite fathomed, and we've $30 trillion of equity value wiped out. Our calculation on real estate and debt instruments is probably at least another 25 to 30 trillion. So you've got roughly the equivalent of 1 year's global GDP that was lost in valuations over 12 months. And we haven't seen anything like that ever, in fact. I mean, there's the comparisons with the 30s, I don't really buy. But we've had a tremendous amount of wealth destruction. Banking institutions globally have been rescued by governments and belong to governments in many cases. But I think one of the most interesting things you said, and I think I hear this in Washington, a lot of places, is out of these kinds of periods you get change and you get some very positive things. And I think that kind of thinking is very good. And I think you're going to have an inauguration on January 20th, and I'm my views on Obama for the last 2 years. So I want to be positive. I think there's good things coming.
We'll have you around a lot. Sure.
Quick question. The Dow and the TSX are over 9,000. Do you think we've left the bottom behind?
My own view, I think we had some sort of a bottom in November, which we were excited about. But my own view is that we will see lower lows, substantially lower markets, sometime in the next 2 years, possibly as soon as the second half of 2009.